Big ideas aren't just born in boardrooms. They're brewing in your backyard. Welcome to Economix, where we break down the business buzz, spotlight the local legends, and mix a little money talk with Main Street magic. Colorful, creative, and 100% Bahamian. Today we're shining the spotlight on one local lady who's turning tradition into trend. From hand-plaited straw bags to one-of-a-kind island-inspired accessories, Agatha Mackey's work at Economix Designs are rooted in culture and bursting with style. Trust us, you're going to want one of everything. Welcome to What's Trending, Agatha.
Thank you, Jimonita. I'm glad to be here.
Well, it's great to have you here with us. So tell us, how did your love for straw work and Bahamian crafts begin?
My love for straw work and Bahamian craft began as a little girl, actually living on Cat Island with my grandmother, who plaited. She processed the sisal, and they were farmers, so I was always watching what she did, and I think that was then that my love for crafting and sewing, creating, was planted.
Wow, wow. So do you remember the very first straw that you ever made, the straw bag?
The first straw bag I ever made, yes, I do actually. I would always admire the ladies with the straw bags, and I always wanted one.
Okay.
I was working then in a law firm. I was actually still working in corporate, and I couldn't afford it. And so I just decided that I wanted to learn how to do the straw work, and I actually tried to do a class with BAIC, but divine intervention, I would call it, had me to not do that class. I met a lady, Miss Louise Knowles from Long Island, that I dreamt about her before I actually met her.
Wow.
And then a few weeks after having the dream, I met her. I worked with one of her daughters at the firm that I worked, and she brought some straw bags.
And so she was the one who helped you to create the first.
She showed me. She invited me to come on a Saturday afternoon, and she taught me the basics, the fundamentals, and I took it from there, yes.
Wow. So where do you draw your inspiration from, nature or our culture?
I draw my inspiration from nature as well as our culture, and also what's trending. Yes.
Makes sense, right?
Yes.
So what's your favorite part of the creative process? Is it plaiting the straw, designing, or the final product, that proud moment you have when you say, okay, this is done?
The process from the beginning. From the beginning, because I know what went into the production of the straw, what happened behind the scene. I was actually a part of all of that, going into the forest with my grandmother to collect the straw or to collect the sisal and taking it out to the sea and actually being a part of the process. And so I know how the finished product is going to work, and so at the end of the day, it's the whole process. It just all brings me joy, but to see the end product and when a customer actually purchases it and say that, oh, I got that from my loved one and they loved it and they come back, and I have
that's that wow and that fulfilling moment.
Yes.
Now, any of your bags are named? I mean, they look like they could be named, and they look like they would fit perfectly with my outfit today, but anyway.
Well, that's
a whole other story, right?
Yes, this style here, I actually call it the crossbody weekender. And
that's the one that says, I'm ready to go. So have you ever had a custom order and the person just was like, now this is different? When you thought of what they wanted you to create, did you go like, this is different, how am I going to put this together?
Yes, I've had customers that come and say, I'd like it this way, and when they get it, it's exactly what they wanted. But most of the times, my creations are from my inspiration, and they just love it, and they'll come back and say, I really like that, that's unique, I've never seen it anywhere.
And how important is it to keep straw work alive in such a fast-paced world of fashion?
It's extremely important, particularly with us here in the Bahamas, and because we have the straw here. I mean, it's growing, and so I don't see why we shouldn't.
Why not, eh?
Why not? I feel like it should be taught in the schools, actually.
That makes sense. So what is a must-have in your toolkit? You know, that one-of-a-kind item that you say, boy, if I lose this, I'm in trouble.
My sewing machine.
That makes sense. So before we wrap things up, we're going to ask you, we're going to put you to a round of rapid fire questions. So you don't have to think about it. Just go with whatever comes to mind first. And it's light-hearted way for our viewers to get to know you a little bit better. So are you ready to dive in?
Sure.
Awesome. So bright Junkanoo colors or natural straw tones?
Natural straw tone.
Okay, and if you could design a straw bag for a celebrity or public figure, who would it be and what would it look like?
It would be Lady Marguerite Pindling, and it would look like something elegant.
All right, we could go with that. And one thing you always have in your bag. If we go into the next question, your work truly captures the heart and hands of Bahamian culture. And for anyone who wants to shop these creations, where can they find you?
I'm home-based in Golden Gates Estates #1 at A. Louise Designs on Facebook and Instagram, and they can contact me at 454-7724 as well.
Awesome. Well, Agatha, it's definitely been a pleasure chatting with you today, and seeing your creativity and passion and a love for Bahamian culture is truly inspiring. So continue to do well.
Thank you so much.
Well, from hands weaving wonders with straw to feet skimming the waves, our local entrepreneurs are crafting more than products, they're creating experiences. And if you thought straw work was impressive, wait till you see what's making a splash next. Clear kayaks and jet cars turning our waters into runways of adventure. Stay tuned, that and more after the break.